The soft glow of evening lights shimmered through the cafe windows as Adrian Shaw sat alone at a corner table, glancing at his watch for the third time. At 34, he'd been on enough blind dates to recognize the familiar sting of being stood up. His business partner had set this one up, insisting he needed to spend less time buried in work and more time meeting people. The woman, he'd said, was kind, down-to-earth, and exactly what Adrian needed. But 20 minutes had passed, and the chair across from him was still empty. He sighed, ready to call it a night, when a tiny figure appeared beside his table, a little girl, no older than 4. Her blonde curls tied back with a pink ribbon, wearing a dress that matched. "Excuse me," she said politely. "Are you Mr. Adrian?" Surprised, he nodded. "I am. And who might you be?" "I'm Lily," she replied seriously. "My mommy told me to tell you she's sorry she's late. She's parking the car, but she'll be here soon. She said to tell you not to leave." Adrian's frustration melted into a smile. "Your mommy sent you to find me all by yourself." Lily nodded proudly. "She showed me your picture and said you'd be sitting by the window with a candle. And here you are." He chuckled. "Well, you did a wonderful job finding me. Would you like to sit down while we wait?" Lily climbed onto the chair opposite him with great determination. Folding her tiny hands on the table, she looked him squarely in the eye. "Mommy says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers," she said matter-of-factly, "but you're not a stranger. You're her friend." "That's very smart of her," Adrian said kindly. "And she's right. I guess we're not strangers after all." Then Lily asked, as only a child could, "Are you going to marry my mommy?" Adrian nearly choked on his water. "I what?" She repeated, "Are you going to marry my mommy? Mrs. Henderson next door says mommy needs a husband, but mommy says it's hard because some men don't like kids. Do you like kids?" Before Adrian could respond, a flustered woman rushed over, breathless, beautiful, and clearly mortified. "Lily, I told you to wait by the door," she scolded gently before turning to Adrian. "I am so sorry. I'm Isabel, and this little detective is my daughter, Lily. I found him, Mommy," Lily said proudly. "I told him you were sorry." "Yes, sweetheart, and that was very kind. But next time, please wait where I ask you to." Isabel's cheeks flushed as she met Adrian's amused gaze. "I'm really sorry. Parking was a nightmare, and I couldn't figure out the meter. By the time I came in, she'd already taken charge." Adrian smiled. "It's perfectly fine." She was very polite. "Please sit." As they settled in, Isabel hesitated. "I should have told you about Lily before we met. It wasn't right to keep that from you. I understand if you'd rather end the evening here." "Why would I want to do that?" Adrian asked softly. She gave a small, resigned smile. "Because most men do. They don't stick around once they realize I come with a little one." Adrian glanced at Lily, who was watching them curiously, then back at Isabel. "I think anyone who'd walk away because of her," he said gently, "is missing out on something wonderful." Isabel's eyes shimmered with emotion. "That's the kindest thing anyone's said to me in a very long time." Dinner turned out to be better than either of them expected. Lily kept the conversation lively, talking about her favorite cartoons and her adventures at daycare. Isabel relaxed, seeing how naturally Adrian interacted with her daughter. By dessert, Lily was busy coloring on the kids' menu when Adrian leaned closer to Isabel with a smile. "Just so you know, Lily asked me earlier if I was going to marry you." Isabel groaned. "Oh no. She overheard my neighbor and now thinks every man I meet is a potential husband." Adrian laughed softly. "It's okay. It made me realize something. I've spent years building a company, chasing success, but at the end of the day, I go home to silence. Tonight, I realized the best things in life aren't things at all. They're moments like this." "Are you saying you want to see us again?" Isabel asked carefully. "I'm saying I'd like to try," he said honestly, "if you're willing to let me," and she was. Over the months that followed, Adrian became part of their world, learning bedtime routines, Saturday morning pancakes, and the art of negotiating with a determined toddler. Lily soon decided she would be the judge of whether Adrian was doing a good job. A year later, Adrian brought them both back to that same cafe. He knelt before Lily first. "Lily," he said softly, "I want to ask your mommy to marry me, but that means I'd be part of your family too. Would that be okay with you?" Lily thought hard. "Will you be my daddy?" "If you'd like me to be," he said gently. "I know you had a daddy before, and I'm not here to replace him, but I love your mommy, and I love you." Lily grinned. "Okay, but you have to get better at playing dolls. And make mommy's pancakes, right?" "Deal," Adrian said, smiling through tears. Then he turned to Isabel. "Your daughter has officially approved. Isabel, will you marry me?" She said yes, through tears, laughter, and applause from the cafe around them. 6 months later, they were married, with Lily as the proud flower girl. During her toast, Isabel shared that fateful first meeting. "I asked Lily to wait by the door while I found Adrian," she said, smiling through tears, "but she decided to find him herself. And in doing so, she showed him who we truly were, a team, a family." Turning to her husband, she added softly, "Thank you for seeing Lily, not as a complication, but as a gift, for loving us both, and for reminding me that love often arrives in the most unexpected ways, sometimes delivered by a 3-year-old on a mission." Because the truth is, the best things in life aren't planned. They're found in the kindness of strangers, in second chances, and in the laughter of a child who helps two hearts find home again. Whispers of kindness, reminding you that sometimes love doesn't just find you. It brings a little hand to lead you there.